So today, Joel Embiid has had an in-person interview with Maverick Carter, and he had some very interesting things to say. This was the most compelling quote that I got from this interview. Joel Embiid came out and said, "I just want to win a championship, whether it's in Philly or anywhere else. That is all." Wow, big time news. What does this mean? So throughout the whole summer, there's been a lot of speculation and talks that if the Philadelphia 76ers doesn't get past the second round hump of Embiid's career, yet again, he is going to consider leaving them dry in free agency. Now, the worst thing that can happen for an NBA franchise is their superstar leaving for the free ski. And that's what he is claiming and threatening to do, according to reports. Now, Embiid never said anything to this avail at all, and he hasn't, showed any signs that he's unhappy with the organization. But today, this comment is screaming that it might be true. So what do you guys think? Is Embiid really considering leaving if they do not win again? If they do not get past the second round again? If they don't make it to the Eastern Conference Championship? And I don't know how we see a path to that right now, as a team is a mess. The team is a big mess. They just fired their head coach in Doc Rivers and hired Nick Nurse. Now, cool thing about Nick Nurse is he is more currently an NBA champion than Doc Rivers was. When he won a couple years ago with the Toronto Raptors. He's seen as a very creative mind, and his players seem to like him a lot. So I think Embiid is on board with the hire. But the big problem is his second star, his running mate, James Harden, wants to go. James Harden has made it very abundantly clear when he opted in that I'm opted in so you guys to trade me. Now, a lot of people say, well, once you opt in, you effed up, man. But that's not necessarily true, because Harden is doing them a favor by opting in. I agree, Harden is a diva. He's been bouncing around from teams to teams as he's forced himself off the Rockets to the Brooklyn Nets. And then he forced himself from the Brooklyn Nets to Philadelphia 76ers. And there has been pictures of him recently looking very big and out of shape. So they're saying Harden has yet again put on his infamous fat suit to get traded. The problem is, who's trading for him? It just seems like there's no NBA team that's really interested in James Harden. And if there was one that has a lot of picks that can convince the Sixers to let him go, i.e., let's say the Utah Jazz, Harden doesn't want to go there. Harden wants to go to a contender. He wants a ring, let's be real. And it looks like his options may be out, as the Houston Rockets were said to be the favorites to get him, but they already spent that money on Fred VanVleet and went another direction. So with James Harden holding up a logjam of uncertainty on the roster, we have no idea what the Philadelphia 76ers is going to look like next year. Therefore, Embiid's future might be in question, because if he doesn't even know what his team is going into the next season, he for dang sure must be thinking about leaving at the end of that season once it's all said and done. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is on Embiid's mind? If this is on his mental? If he's really considering leaving in, let's call it, a year and a half time? Or was he just entertaining conversation in an interview? Because the last time that's happened, i.e. Mr. Damian Lillard on the Last Stand podcast, when he said, I wouldn't mind getting traded to the Heat. All of a sudden, it's a reality. He requested a trade for the first time in his career, and he's on the brink of getting traded as well. So is this just writing on the wall, and Embiid really sharing his thoughts to the organization by mistake in an interview? Or was he just caught up in the conversation? You guys tell me what you think, because right now, I don't see a great future for the Sixers. Does that mean if he is willing to go, do you trade Embiid and Harden and start to rebuild, start the process all over again? Man, that would be crazy. Or can the Sixers find a way to get rid of Harden, flip him for some picks, and give the Portland Trailblazers the 4 first-round picks that the Miami Heat is apparently not able to do. Lillard and Embiid on the same team might be a great matchup for Murray and Nikola Jokic. There's plenty of thoughts going on here. What do you guys think? Hey, thank you for watching the Mac Sports Attack. I am the Mac himself, Marvin Allen Cox. If you like this content, if you like this conversation, please comment below. Tell me your thoughts. Start some discussions and tell me what you think I should talk about next. Like the video, share the video, and can you give me a subscribe? That would mean so much to this channel. My name is Marvin Allen Cox, also known as the Mac Sports Attack, and I'm out.